Saturday. Woohoo! I had a bath and my hair's a little bit damp still. It is now almost 12 o'clock and I got up, I had my lovely bath, which is always good. I'm just going to put that laptop on charge actually. Yeah, I had a lovely bath, I had egg on toast for breakfast, that was lovely. And this is what I did last night, so I added one extra row. Fabulous. Okay, I have made one teeny teeny tiny mistake. Turns out they are a little bit bigger, no biggie, a little bit bigger than I kind of thought the blanket would be. But I think bigger's better because people grow, and if you make something for a tiny human that is this big, then when they are bigger, it won't fit them anymore. Not that, not that a blanket fits, but you know what I mean, So I laid them all out, and I'm going to lay them on the floor again now so you can see what I mean. I think maybe it's not going to be like a cot blanket. I think I'm going to knit a cot kind of blanket size, which is it called the habitation throw? It's one that has eyelet and it's knit on the diagonal. And I'm going to do that with my advent calendar, which I got a Beehive Yarns advent calendar. I got that one because the picture references, the illustrations that she was inspired by, they are just so beautiful, and they're fairy tale based. And there are a lot of illustrations there which I just adored, that I knew and had recognised, and they're quite deep colours, deep tones, some kind of precious jewel tones, but then also some really lovely deep natural tones as well. So I like that combo of having those flashes of the brighter among that really kind of serene colour palette. So this blanket, I'm thinking picnics on the floor, on the carpet. I'm thinking blanket forts. Yeah, something just, you could chuck it on the floor and, it's a clean surface and it can be washed all the time and that's fine. And on the sofa, you can snuggle under it. So I think it will last longer. It's not quite as big as any of the ones I've made before. It's not a double size. A double where it like falls over the edge of the bed. It's more of like a topper. Like it would just sit. This is very dull to explain to you. I'm so sorry. I'm very into this blanket at the moment. So let me lay it down so you can see it all together. And I have decided I'm going to square it off. So I think this isn't an edge block. I think when I do some edge pieces, I just won't glue down those two edges, because this point here is where my machine will be stitching through. So I want that little tiny bit of extra as seam allowance, and then I can trim it through. Because if I left it like this, I'm not catching that corner because my stitching would be right there. So I need to unflap. Again, I love a bit of a technical detail, but it is very dull for anyone who has no interest in a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Oh, what's it saying here? This laptop, all Jason's pictures, they take up so much room on the laptop, and my videos also take up so much room, so I often get your disk is almost full. Oh, shut up. That's very irritating. Failed to share fail. Why? Why is that? Why are you failing to... Disk is full. It's almost aggressive in the way that it just, it is what it is. Sort it out. Let me show you the ones on the floor. They are going to look so good. I'll be back. So there they are, all laid out. You'd have thought that I would start with a corner piece, but no. I just pulled one out at random, slap bang in the middle. I think I'm going to lay them out like that. I know that there are diamonds that are empty. I think I might just... I'm leaning at the moment towards just doing it in the coral, so we will see. And then I've really tried hard to make sure that no two colours are next to each other. So the magenta, they're opposite ends, blue opposite ends, different, you know, so they're kind of going across diagonal. And then I've also tried to make sure that no two liberties are the same as any of the ones that are kind of next to it, which I think I'm happy with that. So yeah, now it's just going to be every night getting in and going round. Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. I'm not going to have quite as many. Yeah, I don't have that many hexagons ready to go, so I think every few days I'll have to make some more of these coral ones, but I do not want to make enough for all of that all in one go, I think, because I don't enjoy it so much. And Nina. Hi, girl. Oh, did you hear that crack? That was my ankles. This is her igloo. She really likes an igloo. But look how tiny she is. She's meant to fill that space and she only takes up half. All right, lunchtime. Going out for a little afternoon walk and it's raining. So I've got my brolly. It's my fancy brolly, can you see? And yeah, oh, I got my lovely scarf on. Oh, isn't it nice? It's actually a shawl, but I made it extra long because I didn't want to do the tassels. I wasn't feeling tassely, you understand? And oh, this audio might be awful. Who knows? Hello. Yeah, oh, it's so lovely and warm. I'll talk about the yarn. I might show you some of the yarn later. It's I've seen quite a few people use it and they didn't really like, it was a bit scratchy, but I think it's very snuggly and it's peach. Oh, I know. Fingers crossed that there are mince pies and it's not a wasted journey. Oh, JC walks very fast. Okay, successful trip to the lovely little farm shop. I got 2 packets. That was a bit greedy. I got 2 packets and some hot chocolate mixture, so let's go home. So, for my lovely shawl, this was the coral colourway. And that's the yarn that I used. It's by Cama Rose. Yeah, there we go. And I did make a cardigan actually recently as well, in the like sea foamy blue green. I think it's actually a little bit scratchier in the blue than it is in the coral. Isn't that funny? Sometimes that happens though with yarns. I adore this shawl. I keep wearing it every time I go out the house, and now I wear it because the lace is just so pretty, and it was so easy to do. That's why I really like Molly's designs, because they're really effective. They're really nice. They're mostly accessories. They're a really nice finished object, but it doesn't take you all the brain power. They're just really nice projects, and I wish when I started knitting actually that I had known of her designs, because I think if you can make something that is quite easy and very clear in the pattern, and then you would get like a really great result, I think it encourages you to keep going. And I had quite a few bad starts with knitting where I think I picked garments that were much too complicated, and accessories are a nice way to start. They're not so you don't take so much time, they don't take so much yarn, and yeah, you can just wear them with all your outfits, if it's a little hat or a shawl or a scarf or something. And yeah, if you pick the right yarn, you could just wear it with everything, and you can always get to wear that handmade thing. So anyway, I'm super proud of this. I made one, not mistake, but it was just my weaving in of the ends I wasn't super duper happy with. And it doesn't really matter, but it does make a difference to the final result. But I managed to do it quite nicely in the end. Anyway. You see, there's the those were where I wove in the ends, and if I hold it up to the light you can you can see it, but anyway. So yeah, I used 6 balls of that yarn I mentioned, and I just kept going until I'd used 3, because you start at one end and you go whoop to the middle, and then when I got halfway through the yarn, then I just went the other way to the other end. And yeah, oh, the reason there are so many joins is one ball, I don't know why, had quite a few like joins, like where someone had hand knotted it. Just one ball. Well, I don't know why that was. That was very annoying. I have had that happen before. So that's my leg in the way. So, I'm always sprawled out haphazardly in any location. Anyway, so I'll talk about it on the podcast when I've got my notes about it, but you can wear it shawly, and you can wear it fabulously, and you can wear it like a scarf. And oh, no, that way. That's how I used to wear scarves. Folded in half, and then you pull one through the other. That's how city boys wear their scarves. They lay it nice and flat here, and then they put their overcoat on. Although of course they wear very narrow scarves, so they wouldn't have like quite this bulk. But yeah, no matter how I wear it, I always get that little bit of lace, and it's just enough to be like a little bit fancy. Not too fancy, just you know, a little bit pretty. Sorry, you can see I'm like I have 2 dresses now that fit me. This one, and this one is from Breaking the Pattern book from Named Patterns. It's just the shirt dress, and I'd made it a bit too big, and then the fabric is a linen viscose mix, so it slightly grew, which worked out to my advantage. And then the other one is the Wilder gown, so I do have more clothes than that, obviously, but none of the others fit, so I'm just rotating between those two dresses, and this just fits so nicely. I really like this this jumper, the White Horse by Caitlin Hunter that I mentioned, and it's just a really nice lacy yoke. Anyway, I'm sorry about the lighting, but it gets so dark so early. Well, it's not early now. It's nearly 8 o'clock and nearly my bedtime. I mean, I don't actually have a bedtime, obviously, being a grown-up and you know, all that. I get tired now. And when you don't work, because I've not been working for a little while because of the virus, and the store I work in is closed at the moment anyway, but yeah, I don't have that routine. So usually I would get up at the same time, I would work my hours, and I would always go to bed at the same time. I'm totally out of routine now. That's fine. Not that it matters, because I'm not doing anything or going anywhere. I did have some hot chocolate, but I haven't had a mince pie. I'll save them for tomorrow. And oh, that was a better shot. I have to remember that for tomorrow. Got the pretty lights. I didn't put them up for Christmas. I just I never took them down from last year. Fairy lights are just so nice any time of year. Nigella would agree. I remember watching her some of her old episodes, and she quite often has fairy lights in her kitchen, especially, and in her like her entertaining areas, whether they're indoors or outdoors. She puts twinkle lights. It just makes it so fancy. Oh, which reminds me, I did watch the first episode of her new series. I can't remember the name. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Or the first the first recipe is using fish fingers. That is so typically Nigella. I love it. I love it. Who doesn't want some fish fingers? And also, you think you know what you're going to do with fish fingers. You're going to have them in a sandwich. But no, she does something very fun with them. She makes like an Indian dish, which I would never consider doing an Indian dish with fish fingers. I think I'm going to go up to my bedroom now. I put clean bed linen on, and that means best night's sleep ever tonight. It's my favourite when you've got lovely new bedding on. And oh, I just watched the Easter parade with Judy Garland and Fred Astaire. Oh, it was okay. It wasn't the best musical, but oh, it was lovely. Even though Fred Astaire is incredibly unattractive, he can really dance. really, really dance. And I like Judy Garland. I think she's fab. There's some good costumes, but yes, there were some funny songs. And I only knew the one at the end, the Easter Bonnet song. I didn't know any of the others, so that was fun. It was on BBC iPlayer. On the that catch-up thing that I found. Sorry, just looking down at my iPad. I didn't know that you could watch films on the BBC iPlayer, but I think all of the channels you can watch films. There's quite a few. I think there was Tomb Raider on there too. I do quite like Lara Croft's Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie. But I watched that one recently. Anyway, I've whittled away for today. I've hardly got anything done today. I did basically nothing. Ooh. I'm doing some more knitting on my Bennett shawl. the Bennett sister shawl. So there's the straight edge, and you can see the peak just here. The pointy bit. Anyway, yep, it's coming together nicely. And it's meant to have one tassel on one end and one tassel on the other end, and then one on the little pointy area in the middle, which you can't really see it at the moment because it's rolling, but hopefully I can block that out. Yeah, so it's looking pretty, and I do like the yarn. It'll be nice because it will just go with lots of things. Oh, sleepy. I don't think I'm even going to have another mince pie. I didn't have one today. Never mind, there's always tomorrow. They come in a packet of 4, so I've got 8 mince pies. That'll do me for 8 days. So I don't need to leave the house now for ages. And Jason got a chocolate fudge cake from Marks and Spencer's, because that's his idea of perfect cake. So yeah, okay, I'm going to go to sleep now, and I will see you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to get up to tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. Not that that means anything, and I think Jason's going to go for a walk and do some photos. So then I can sleep in bed like a starfish, because no one else is back asleep like this. That's always fun. See you tomorrow. Bye.